For days, the internet has been flooded with images of explosions and smoldering buildings after a wave of US and Israeli attacks on Iran and retaliatory strikes across the Middle East. But be careful, not everything you see is the real thing. For example, does this video show a strike on an Israeli nuclear plant? Don't let the caption fool you. According to AFP, that footage was really shot in Ukraine almost a decade ago, after a fire broke out at a munitions depot. And what about this footage? Some posts claim it's the wreckage of a US military base in Saudi Arabia. Another says it's an oil facility near the Red Sea, hit by an Iranian attack. It's neither. What you're looking at, according to AFP, is the aftermath of an Israeli airstrike in Yemen more than a year ago. Captions saying otherwise are misleading, or just misinformed. There's a new chapter of conflict in the Middle East, and it's unfolding as we speak, but don't get lost in the fog of war. You can find our episode about wartime misinfo on our website. Armed conflict is all over the news right now, but what about its future? If you believe these clips of gun-toting robots in China, that future is already here, but you shouldn't, because the videos aren't real. A fact check by Germany's public broadcaster found they are chock full of AI hallucinations, like the magazine disappearing from this rifle, or this person's fingers melting into their walkie-talkie. The truth is, countries like China and the United States have been experimenting with military robots for decades. But these ones, as real as they look, are pure science fiction. Pop quiz. What's going on in this video? Not sure? Maybe some audio will help. If you guessed an anti-immigration rally, you've got it all wrong. Recently, viral clips showed what sounded like an angry mob in small-town Ontario, complete with torches. But that footage has nothing to do with immigration. A Canadian press fact check found it's really just a parade, the annual winter carnival in Cochrane, Ontario. Here's what the real video sounds like. Those chants of deportation seem to be taken from an unrelated protest in the United Kingdom, and then digitally added to the Ontario footage. They say that seeing isn't always believing, but make sure to keep your ears open for misinformation too. That's your reality check. Now you're in the know.